The movie is very good, I have to say. You were incredible.
Thank you.
And it's super emotional and intense. So talk to me about why you wanted to tell Morgan's true story.
So for me, you know, it's something I've always wanted to do a piece on domestic violence, given my domestic abuse background. And when I was reading the script, I was like, this, though it's Morgan's story, there were so many pieces of my story too that happened in that movie. And when, you know, I started thinking about it, I'm like, when I talked to Morgan too, we both were like, this isn't just our story. For me, it was, I wanted to be able to shed light on, you know, a topic that so many women go through, and something that, you know, I personally as well went through.
What do you think for you was the most challenging part about shooting this?
Two of the things were really tough. The first one was the attack scene. I knew that was going to be really hard. You know, the last time that I saw my abuser was when he was strangling me and on top of me and I couldn't breathe. So I didn't know if I wanted to tap back into that because I've done so much work to distance myself from that and, you know, go through those emotions. And I didn't even know if I wanted to feel that again. But my therapist was like, you're not doing this for you, you're doing it for the woman that needs to see this movie. So that was, you know, a very powerful thing for me to take control. And, you know, instead of, I got to kind of rewrite the script that day through Morgan's story. So I got to take my power back. I got to change the ending of what happened. And I think the scene that was the most healing was the courtroom scene because I never got to say anything to my abuser when we were in court. So for me, I didn't even know I needed that moment, but when I finished it, I was almost like this weight was lifted and I was able to kind of just be free from the experience of that.
That's amazing. I actually could tell when I watched that scene that you were really experiencing this, and I could see that there was a healing aspect for you.
Yeah.
What do you want people that are either in those situations right now or survivors already from this to know?
That there is hope, that you're not alone. I think it's so hard because when you're in those relationships, you think it's either A, your fault, or B, you're alone in this and that you deserve it. That's how I felt. I know that's how Morgan felt too. And then, you know, something Morgan has said too is to notice those little comments, the gaslighting comments, the little things that, you know, they try to break you down, and to really know what, you know, because when they start breaking you down, your reality, you start to question it. You start to go, okay, am I crazy? Or like, what is the actual truth here? So to know that, you know, you're not alone in it, there is hope. And you know, it's just, it's tough because it's hard to say that. Because even when I think about when I was in my situation, people could tell that to me, but I would be like, no, it's my fault or I deserve it. But the bottom line is you don't deserve that.
Well, I so appreciate how open you are about your experience because I know that it's healing so many people. I've heard you talk about it for years, and it's so empowering to hear you take back that control. And it kind of feels like this movie is a little bit of that for you.
Yeah, and honestly, even when like talking to my therapist, I'm like, I didn't even know that I needed this movie to help me because I thought, I mean, that happened when I was 19 to 21 years old. So I'm like, that was so long ago. That was 20 years ago. Like I thought I had done all the therapy and all the work, but really, truly, I needed to take control back and to change the ending of this for myself and have that closure to say what I wanted to say to him on the stand through Morgan's story. And I'm so appreciative of her that not only I got to heal, but I hope other women from watching this movie get to heal too.
That's amazing. That's really healing and beautiful. Okay, on a much lighter note, Austin, you and Austin, your One Tree Hill co-star, reunite in this. He plays your husband. I imagine it was really comforting having Austin in this role for you.
Yeah, I could not have had anyone else be in this with me because, you know, because of the scenes and him on top of me and strangling me and you know, grabbing me, there was such safety knowing too that like it's Austin, like I am okay, this isn't reality, and so, or no, that, you know, like this is, the reality is it's just me and Austin, we get to act. And you know, when I had a bit of a panic attack on set and knowing that he was there and it was him there with me, like it just helped the anxiety a lot. So.
That's amazing.
And he's an amazing actor too, so I love working with him. From One Tree Hill, I mean, he just has this thing where he helps you and he wants you to bring out the best. And so he's just such a giving actor. I'm grateful for him.
Yeah. Have you guys kept in touch through the years
We
since
have.
One Tree Hill?
Yeah,
Okay.
we do like the One Tree Hill conventions, and we've always remained friends. We definitely have a really great friendship, and I mean, I hope to work with them many more times.
I know. I heard you guys say that on the podcast, and I was like, all right, let's go
I
Lifetime.
know.
Let's get another one.
I was like, we need a series, Austin. So that's what hopefully one day we can dream that up.
Well, Chad Michael Murray recently just said that he would love a One Tree Hill reboot. He was like, I feel like it's time. We could address more modern topics that kids are going through. So what do you think?
I mean, I'm on board. I think it'd be so fun. And, you know, Alex never got to be with Hillary and Chad's character. So, you know, who knows? We'll see.
I know. Alex was one of my faves. She was such a thought stirrer.
She was a hot mess, but I just loved her. Like she was so much fun to play, you know? And I remember going to the producers and the creator at the time. I was like, you know, everyone's gonna hate her. And he's like, give her qualities that people will like. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna run with that, you know?
You did. You totally did. Your daughter makes her debut in this movie, Jolie. Yeah. She is so cute. How proud of her were you? She did an amazing job. You know, she auditioned for the role, so she got this on her own. I had a little pull, but you know, I did make her audition. You know, that was really important, just to show her that, you know, you need to do the hard work. And this time it, you know, worked obviously in her favor because the mom was the producer, so I got to help her. But it was beautiful. I mean, she really stepped into her own, and she was confident. And as a mom, like, that was beautiful to see. Because as an 8-year-old, you know, it was, you know, she's just kind of learning that confidence. And it was also great because there was a lot of teaching moments too. Because the material was so heavy, I was able to have age-appropriate conversations with her about what's right, what's wrong, what should never happen in a relationship, what mommies and daddies shouldn't do. So hopefully that, because I didn't necessarily have that modeled with me, which, you know, I kind of look back and go, oh, this might be then why I chose this abusive relationship, or, you know, so I think every moment with anything is a teaching moment. Absolutely. Does she want to act more? She does. That's great. She does, yeah. So I'm like, all right, listen, girl, I'll give you the opportunities then. She really was great. She did awesome. I obviously know her from your social media and stuff, and like watched her grow through the years. And I actually, for a second, I didn't know it was her immediately, because she was like such a great little actor. I had no idea it was her debut. She did great. Yeah. Is Mike really proud too? Yeah, he was. And you know, it was really important too, because when I told him I got the film, you know, obviously he was like, congrats. And I said, you know, I asked him first. I was like, there's a role in there for an 8-year-old girl. I mentioned it to Jolie, you know, what are your thoughts on it? And, you know, he was open to it. He had his hesitations. You know, I had mine as well, and we kind of talked it out. And but it was something too where I'm like, I want you to come up there and see her on set too. You know, I want you to be a part of it. So I flew him on up there, and you know, he watched Jolie on set, and it was very surreal. You know, I was like, my ex-husband's on set, you know, my daughter's, but it was a beautiful moment for her, and I wanted him to be there for her rap day, because it's a really, like, when you rap, there's no better feeling than the whole crew, like, you know, clapping for you, and you know, have a video of her jumping up and down. It was the sweetest moment, and I thought that he needed to be a part of that too. That's so sweet. You guys have really come full circle with co-parenting. It's truly amazing. I mean, like, for people watching, what is your advice to get to that place? Listen, it takes a minute. I mean, I'm not going to say that we were like that overnight. You know, our past relationship essentially had to just be buried, because it was just that, it's our past. So now it's one of those things where, you know, we have a new relationship. It's our new co-parenting relationship, and you know, I'm grateful how we've both been able to take, you know, our resentments and our anger and put it aside for the kids. Because at the end of the day, like, we just want our kids to be happy and thriving. And I think that for us, what works for us is having us all together for things, and celebrating things together as a family. Well, big wedding plans, big wedding day coming, really. How excited are you? It's gonna be in Scotland. I know, crazy. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be a very small, intimate wedding. And honestly, the wedding, I really wanted for my daughter too. I wanted her to see, you know, just the happiness and her being a part of it, and the kids and stuff. Are we doing bagpipes, kilts? Oh, girl. Is he wearing a kilt? Maybe, yeah. He'll be wearing a kilt, is Jolie a flower girl? She sure is, yeah. Yeah, and then Jace is going to be a ring bearer, and our little meatball Roman will be a part of the wedding too. So cute. I love how you fiercely believe in love and time. No matter how many times it didn't work out for you, you continue to pursue that fairy tale for yourself. What is it about you that you continue to just have this belief?
You know, I've learned a lot of lessons along the way. I've obviously made mistakes along the way. But I look back on them as growing moments, learning moments, and I can't regret the past because it's brought me to an incredible man. You know, did I want to be in that first abusive relationship? No, but now I'm able to use that to be able to help other women through this movie. And so I think I kind of look at everything as, all right, what did I learn? How can I grow from it? How can I help other people through it? And so I'll always believe in love. And I'm glad that, you know, I have, because, you know, I have an amazing family now and an amazing man. And I will fight for anyone to find their happiness. And no matter how many times it takes you, no matter how long it takes you, I believe in that happy ending. Yeah. Call me an 80s Disney baby, but I just believe in the fairy tale.
No, I'm the same. I believe in love. No matter what, I will always believe in love, and we cannot let the haters.
No, but I always think there's a learning lesson in all of it, you know. So I'm just like, okay, how can I be better, and how can I learn from this?
Totally. So. You posted in Trying On Wedding Gowns, and you shared like, it is emotional for you because you're anticipating judgment from people.
You know what's interesting is after I posted that, what the truth is that it's my own judgment. It's not even anybody else's judgment. It's the judgment that I personally feel on it. And that's actually the stone that hurts the hardest, is the one that I cast on myself.
I feel like that's so relatable. We all do that to ourselves. Why do we do that?
Because we have a huge embarrassment, shame around it. We don't want it to look like that, but in all reality, I wouldn't have it any other way, because I'm exactly where I'm meant to be now.
Totally. You know, it reminds me a little bit of J-Lo, because she's always...
I love her. I want her to be happy. You know, I just want everyone to be happy. But
I know.
I'm just like,
She fearlessly believes in love. I know you can relate to a lot of the internet trolls. Do you empathize with someone like J-Lo right now who's getting kind of all this trolling?
I mean, we talked about it on the podcast, where it's just, you know, I just want everyone, I want everyone to be happy. And, you know, I will never fault someone for loving and trying. And listen, you know, we don't get it right all the time. You know, I didn't get it right the first few times, but I learned a lot of lessons along the way, so.
Couldn't agree more. Okay, finally, how are the kids' latest milestones? They're so flippin' cute.
Thank you. Okay, so Jace, well, let's start with Jolie. Jolie is about to be, you know, the big third grader. She's just, I mean, she's the big sis on the street, you know, so she's just sassy as ever. My son, Jace, is 5, and he's going to kindergarten this year. So on kindergarten first day, I will need to be peeled off the street because I'll be crying watching him go away on the bus. Like, he's my little baby boy. And then Roman, he's trying to sit up, but he has a lot of weight to hold his little body up. So he's my little chunky baby, and I love him.
He's so cute.
He's just the sweetest.
I cannot wait to see your wedding and all the photos and just see your joy. I've loved watching your journey.
Thank you.
And I feel like people see, like, it doesn't matter what chapter you're in, there's always a new chapter, and you never know what's to come.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, when, you know, I got divorced, I was like, no one's ever gonna love me. Look at my past, it's not pretty, and I've got kids, and this, that, and the other, and I just like, who's gonna love me? And it's like, the most incredible man will love me.
Along came Allan.
Yeah,
in the
from
DMs.
Scotland, just had to go across the ocean.